Hello, wonderful mamas. I have a story from just yesterday that I want to talk to you about. We were picking up my son, he was at camp, and I decided that it was time for my car to be washed. And we had gone on a road trip like a week or two ago, and it was time to, you know, go ahead and give it its wash. There's bugs and like different things that get on the car and the windshield, and you know how it goes with snacks. Not sure about you, but the back of my car a lot of times is like a cereal box or a bottomless pit, all the things, right? So it was time. I had already taken, most of the toy stuff out just so we could do that. And I had both of the kids. We decided to go through, and here we are going through. And as I'm doing this reminds me of just, personal growth and what we want to master and do for ourselves. We were going through, so you pay, you start, in the line, etc. And then there is someone there to guide where you need to go so you can get on the belt. And then that's it. You put it in neutral and you have to let it go. Okay? So those of you who are like me, who are sometimes like, I can have trouble like letting go. Sometimes that can be kind of a thought. And it just makes me think of when we do something for ourselves, if we learn something or we have been attempting to do something and we talk to another individual about it, things like that, we gain the knowledge that we need, or we do what some of the tasks are, and then it's kind of left up to how it's going to go, right? So at first, they kind of scrub a little bit off the windshield and then the front of the car where the bug stuff is, and then that's it. So you have it in neutral and you're going. And I remember the very first time we went through, my daughter was kind of scared. And now, after I've been thinking about it, it completely makes sense. It's like when you're going through something specific, there's this event or this thing that you're trying to do, and you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how it's going to end up. So the water starts to get on the car, and that was kind of fun. But then when all the soap gets on, it's where you can't really see anything. You're kind of going a little bit like, as an adult, you know where the belt is going, but as a child, you don't understand what's happening. You just see white everywhere, and all you can see is what's inside the car, right? What's inside of you. Sometimes it's different colors, so that could be fun for a kid. But for the most part, she was concerned. And it made me think about that too. We have like these stirrings, these different things that we want to do, and it kind of strips off our layers like the car wash for what we don't need or what's not serving us, or just experiences that we need to let go of. So you continue, and then there's the scrubbers, which kind of makes it worse, a little bit to a kid, right? Like these big giant things that are going on your windows, and you're going, what's happening? She was probably thinking, these are giant, like, are they going to come through the windows or what's happening? And so I had to kind of say, Kate, it's okay. These are the scrubbers. They're just, getting the outside of the car. That's part of what cleans it, like a big brush. And she sort of, understood it. And then the scrubbers were done, and you go through the section where they just start to wash everything off with the water, right? And that gets better because then you can kind of start to see the light almost. And that's when she you could tell, started to visibly become calmer. And of course, my son thought it was fun because he's been through multiple times before. And then you get to the part where they're trying to dry everything off. You are driving through the blowers, right? And you're going through, and it's kind of loud. It's like you thought that you were getting through the experience, or she did, where, okay, you can see everything now, but then there's this noise. It's almost like, okay, you're at the end, but you're being tested about things still. And so the noise subsides as you're driving through. And then hopefully it's a day that you've decided to clean your car where it's not going to rain. So I'm going to say it's sunny. So you drive through and there's the sun. And you made it. You're out of the other side of whatever that experience was, right? But that's how most of our experiences are with like personal development and growing and doing things for ourselves, is we have an idea of what's going to happen, but we kind of need to say, okay, here's the steps I can take, but what happens during the process, I don't have full control over. And I need to say, I have faith. This is going to work out the way that it's supposed to. The end. We sometimes try so hard to force things, and that's me too. I know. But you know on the other side of whatever it is that you're doing, that there is this great opportunity for joy and to really have your own accomplishment of what you've done. It's unique to you, right? So that is beautiful in its own way, right? Because everyone who's going to go through that car wash, so your personal experience, is going to have a different way that they're going to view it. You can say, these are the things that happen. This is the water, this is the etc. But those feelings, the emotions, what's really happening during that process is going to be unique to everyone. And what one person sees as a little bit of anxiety, another person may see as excitement or maybe even boring. So then during that process, that gives you the opportunity to drive out into the sunlight and say, okay, I experienced that, but I want to do something different. And guess what's good about the car wash? Same with personal development. When you get to the point that you say, I want to do something different, go back in the car wash. Get at it again, right? So I want to give you 3 things to consider when you're really trying to tackle something. Okay, so I'm kind of giving you some secrets, and maybe I shouldn't, but you're here with me and I want to. So first of all, think of, pull out your journal. These are things to really contemplate. What excites you, but some a little bit scares you? So that's something that you really need to think about. So whatever it is, it doesn't matter, so for me, an example would be bringing my daughter to the pool and being right next to her with a flotation device, but not wearing the flotation device. I'm right there with her. There's a lifeguard, but she doesn't want to wear it. And she's actually a really good swimmer. I need to understand that she needs to strengthen that skill, and I need to give her that opportunity. I'm right there. There's safety. It's okay. That excites me. That's really cool, but it also scares me. So are there things that you want to do that you're in that same boat? So that's number 1. Number 2, is there something that you would regret if you didn't try? I know that sounds kind of strange, right? Because most people would say, well, if I thought I would really regret it, I would try it. Is that the case? Write that down on your paper. Have you tried it yet? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. And the third thing to remember is this is your journey, just like I was saying before. It's not anyone else's. You need to make it special to you. If you start looking at what other people are doing and you get excited about that, great. But also understand that if something doesn't excite you or you're not interested in it, it's your journey. There is not a way for you to just, what's the best way to put it? There's not a way for you to make it the best personal mastery gift to yourself by just doing what you think others want you to do, or being an obliger, I guess. So keep that in mind. What journey do you want for yourself? That can be a gift for your family as well. Hope you make it a great day. Bye.